This is the end, beautiful friend.
Hello everyone and welcome to the final Team Daddy recap of the 2021 season. I am your host, Shapiro the Hero, aka the Hebrew Hammer. Well friends, as the saying goes, all good things must come to an end. And while this may be the final recap of the season, it will definitely not be the final recap ever, as I will proudly be bringing you the same videos next season and for seasons to come. This week a champion was crowned, money was won, and the final standings were revealed. This video will review the games from this week, interesting keeper scenarios going into next season, and possibly a power ranking for next season? Already? Maybe? But yeah, we'll see what happens. But as always, we start things off with a word from our sponsor. One final time, this week's recap is brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Yes, I have already shamelessly plugged myself before, but I felt the need to do it again. Plus, I already had the graphic ready and I was just being lazy. Anyway, if you have any questions about auto, home, or life insurance, give me a call and I will get you a free, no-obligation quote. Emu not included. We'll start this week's recap off with our headline matchup, the Swansboro Bowl/championship game. This one went back and forth quite a bit, with each team holding a league and looking like the championship team they were. But in the end, Kyle takes home the trophy and the bragging rights, defeating older brother Danny 184.25 to 160.1. Devontae Adams led all scorers with 35.6 points, and Kyle got big contributions from Kyler Murray, A.J. Dillon, Kobe Myers, and the Bears D. Swans got 28 points from Devin Singletary and 20.6 from Hunter Renfrow. He seemed to be making a comeback with Najee Harris's 34.6 points on Monday night, but it was just not enough as the champ is dethroned. Kyle finishes the season 3-0 against his older brother, and he actually ended this week with the highest points scored out of all teams. Swans ends the season in second place, but after making the playoffs as a 6th seed, he should be commended for his postseason play. Our third place matchup saw Brett taking on Armenti. In this game, either Armenti was pissed at being knocked out in the semifinals, or Brett didn't care enough to make bigger moves on the waiver wire, as Armenti rolls over Brett 151.8 to 98.3. Our second rookie in the Final Four, Armenti's big guns came to play this week as Aaron Rodgers, Boston Scott, Deebo Samuel, MVP favorite Jonathan Taylor, and keeper Cooper Kupp, try saying that 5 times fast, all scored over 21 points. Brett's leading scorer this week was Aaron Jones with 15.6 points, and you have to wonder if Derrick Henry's injury finally caught up with Brett's team. I will give him credit though, he at least made the playoffs after his star running back got hurt. There's few teams in the league that really can't say the same. Brett finishes the season in 4th place, while Armenti takes home the bronze medal in his first Team Daddy campaign. Our 5th place matchup was a tale of two teams trying to save face after first round upsets. But in the end, Zach was the one to redeem himself, beating Josh 122.8 to 99.35. Russell Wilson finally showed up for Zach, leading the way with 38.2 points. Josh got 23.35 points from Matt Stafford and 20.1 from David Montgomery, but could not get much else from his team. Josh also forgot to pick up a kicker this week, and it cost him $10, as Chris Boswell was on the waiver wire before Monday night's game and would have led all active kickers this week. That said, Chase and I will each kick our $5 and have a drink in your honor. Thank you, sir. Zach ends the season in 5th place after making the finals last year, while Josh finishes in 6th. Better than his brother, at least. In our final matchup of the week, Cheese and I went head-to-head for the second time in 4 weeks. This time, I was able to defeat the newly married Cheesy Baby, by the way, congratulations to you, sir, 181 to 158.35. And if not for Jamar Chase, this game would not have been nearly as close as it was. I did get solid games from Taysom Hill, Austin Eckler, and Noah Fant, but it was really Chase and his whopping 73.6 points that won me the game. Cheese got a big 40.4 points from Amon-Ra St. Brown, as well as the usual 20-plus performances from Patrick Mahomes and Alvin Kamara. He did leave 20 points on the bench with Deontay Foreman, but it made a difference this week. We end the playoffs as we began it, with me in 7th and Cheese in 8th. Here are the final standings for the Team Daddy 2021 season. Kyle is our champion in his first year back, and Swans finishes in 2nd after winning it all last year. Armenti finishes his first Team Daddy season in 3rd place, and Brett finishes in 4th. Zach finishes in 5th place, Josh in 6th, me in 7th, and Cheese in 8th. As for our non-playoff teams, after ending the regular season 2-12, PJ finishes in 9th. George ends up in 10th place, Big John in 11th, and Jed finishes the season in last, just 2 years removed from winning it all back in 2019. As we look ahead to 2022, we look at some interesting choices for keepers across the league. Starting with the champ, Kyle, who kept Kyler Murray in the 6th round. The Elder Swans also kept a QB last year, Josh Allen at 12, as well as wide receiver CeeDee Lamb at 7. With keeper rules potentially changing next year, what will Swans do? Armenti was gifted Cooper Kupp from Swans, and all signs point to him maintaining Kupp in the 14th round. Brett has kept Derrick Henry at 4 for the past 2 years now. Will he do it again next year with Henry coming off IR for next season? Or will he mix it up and keep, for example, Jalen Hurts at 11? Zach's keeper last year was Calvin Ridley in the 10th round. With Ridley leaving mid-season to focus on his mental health, will he return next year? Josh kept Justin Jefferson in the 11th round, which he will most likely do again in 2022. My keepers last year were Austin Eckler and Adam Thielen, but I did draft J.K. Dobbins at 17 to hold on to for next year. In 2021, Cheese kept Terry McLaurin and Patrick Mahomes. Stands to reason at least one of those keepers will be back with Cheesy Baby in 2022. PJ's keeper was Stephon Diggs last year. Considering he no longer plays for the commish, who will PJ keep in 2022? Of course, with all his high-round draft picks, he may not even need a keeper. George kept DK Metcalf in the 14th round, but he is also on a new team now. Big John's keeper last year was A.J. Brown in the 4th round. Will he stick with that? Or will he keep Joe Burrow at 12? And despite finishing in last place this season, Jed is potentially keeping George Kittle in the 14th round, although it really didn't help him last year. And so, my friends, we have reached the end of the 2022 season. A hearty congratulations to us all for surviving yet another year. I know I speak for everyone when I say that draft night can't get here soon enough. It will be an interesting offseason to say the least, and once the trade window is open, I expect to see deals flying left and right. But for now, I will say goodbye one last time. Congratulations again to our daddy, Kyle, for winning it all in his first year back. Enjoy the glory and the spotlight. But just remember, Kyle, the target is on your back, and it's bigger now that you're the champ. Everybody, including me, wants to take you down. Until next season, thank you as always for watching. This has been the Team Daddy Weekly Recap. I am the Hebrew Hammer, and I will see you all next season. Shalom, and l'chaim, motherfuckers!